Cameron.
Treve.
We're doing drugs.
Many.
Yes. We did a podcast some notes. We're doing a podcast today. We smoked weed earlier today. We're doing it now. We are children of the Lord.
You ever seen Children of the Corn?
Fantastic, scary, horrible movie.
That redheaded kid freaks me the fuck out.
The entire movie's just fucking freaky and scary. It's just like, this isn't okay.
But just like,
I don't like the movie, the TV show, the Kid Killers. Shit's weird as hell.
What?
Because there's a TV show on like ID or something, or Discovery, and it's called like Kid Killers or Child Murderers or some shit. And it's just like 7-year-olds and 8-year-olds who just go apeshit and murder people. And there was this one like 13-year-old, and he was like, I need money, and his mom was like, no. And he was like, oh really? And stabbed her like 80 times with his friend.
Oh my god.
And she was like still alive after 80 like stab wounds, and like was able to call the police. But once they got there, she was dead. And then him and his friend were gone, and they were reenacting the movie from the plot from the Scream, and were just like murdering people. And I was like,
how many people did they kill?
I think like 2 or 3.
Jesus.
I was like, good. And there was this one guy who like was just really lonely, and this Mexican dude was like, you're gonna be with me now. And I was like, that'll work. And he's like, these are guns. You're going to kill people now. And he's like, that'll work. And he was like, all right, if you want to stay in this group, you got to kill your grandparents. He's like, that'll work. And he just went up there and knifed both his grandparents, and then knifed his best friend. And he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And he killed himself. And I was like, nice. All right, I'm gonna take this Monday.
Yeah.
For IDP.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Tylenol Extra Strength
and Brazzers
and no, not that. Sharpie highlighter pen. Alright, what should we talk about?
I just had a vision of me going with my left foot and tapping it, and just completely, just all of it shatters. I would just be like, ah! And you'd be like, a cow came out of nowhere and crushed my windshield, Mom. I swear. And she's like, Travis, you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, fucking.
What's the worst experience you've had on, like, in an airport or on an airplane?
Oh, this one time we got delayed. Me and my dad got delayed. No, I think my whole entire family got delayed. We were like leaving Michigan or something, and it was like delayed for 3 to 8 hours. And we're like, no. We're like, should we just fly somewhere else and then and then come back?
Good night. Let's show that to the camera. Be a man. Oh, you did not be a man.
I was mad.
Okay, continue.
Okay, yeah. And we're at the airport. It was delayed like 8 hours. Then we got on a plane. And it was my sister and my mom's turn to get... They had like first class, and me and my dad had like coach. And we were all the way in the back. Because on the way there, we got first class. So we were in the back, and it was hella turbulence. And we were just like, oh, we're gonna die! And my dad was like, on Facebook, he was like, bye everyone. And I was like, Dad, quit being a fucking faggot. And he was like, we're gonna die. I went to the bathroom, and I ended up midair in the bathroom with the turbulence.
No way.
Yeah. Like, I was taking a piss, and I was like, and it was just, I was like, and I was just like in the air, and I was like, no, and I like hit the ground, and my head was like right next to the toilet, and I was like in tears.
How many backflips did you do?
Several. And then I went back into my seat, and we landed, and they were like, we lost all the bags. And we're like, what? And they're like, we lost most of the bags. And they're like, dude! It's like,
the hatch opened with the bags?
We have no idea. They're like, we left it in Detroit. And we're like, you're the worst! And they're like, yeah, we know. And it was fucking, what? I think it was JetBlue. JetBlue's usually amazing. Because they got those fucking, the TVs, and you're just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I just want to watch TV and masturbate when I'm on my way to Detroit.
Watch TV and masturbate while I'm on the way to Detroit. Okay.
That's a potential title name.
That's long though.
On the way to Detroit.
We should make our first movie that named that.
I just want to watch TV masturbate on my way to Detroit. And the movie is just like...
AHM Podcast presents A High Mess, the movie, ... I just want to watch TV and masturbate on the way to Detroit.
And the entire movie is our trip to Detroit. And
No, the entire movie is our road trip to Carowinds.
Oh my god.
Because it'll be like 2.5 hours.
And we're like, on our way, not to Detroit. We lie to the title, and we're smoking pot. And they're like, this is the worst movie ever. And we have one animated character that no one acknowledges. It's just a drawn cat, and it's in the back seat, and we don't say a word about it. And then, like, at the end of the movie, if you, like, finish the credits, the cat is getting railed in the ass by Nick.
What? What?
It'd be the best. But the cat is still drawn, and the cat doesn't change expression. It's just like,
how is Steven B involved?
Steven. Yeah, Steven.
Our number one fan.
He'll be chasing us the entire movie. Like, at the beginning of the movie, we'll be on our way, and he's like, Gus! And he's just sprinting after us. And we're on our way driving to Carowinds, and we pull into Carowinds, and I finish a blunt, and we see him running at the entrance. He's like, guys! And we're like, no! And he's still running, and he leaps, and he goes through the sunroof, and he's sitting there, he's like, guys! Hey. And I'm like, ah! And I just nail him in the face.
He's like, hey Cameron, 1 to 10.
And I'm like, RKO! And throw him out of the car. Dude, Brenner and Nick are like scared of this spot. They're like, dude, we cannot. I'm
So
like,
is
go
Chad.
fuck yourself. It's straight as hell, man. No one sees this shit, and if they do, they don't give a fuck.
We hotboxed Nick's van in this parking lot.
That was at night, though.
It was like this spot.
Wasn't it at night, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. At night, it's just like asking for it. It's like, don't do drugs here. Don't do drugs here. It's so easy to do drugs here. There's big ass mountains you can hide. Don't do drugs here. Don't do drugs here. Don't do drugs here. No! No! I think I see a mammal in those trees over there. I think it's called a Jeep. Jeep. It's swinging on planes. So it's got a very tiny penis.
Okay, have you ever seen your dad's penis?
Yeah.
When was the last time you did?
Like a couple months ago.
What happened?
I knocked on the door and he was in there. He's in his room and I wanted to go in his bathroom so I can get a towel. And I was like, I need a towel. And he's like, I just got out of the fucking shower. And I'm like, I need a towel. He's like, you want me to go get to the door? And I'm like, are you fucking clothed? And then he's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, fuck you, just give me a towel. And he's like, okay. And he opened the door and it was just him butt ass naked. I'm like, dude. And he was like, here's your towel. I'm like, go fuck yourself, man. And he's like, ha. And he walked away. And I was like, you're a piece of shit. And then he showed me his penis. It's like, you're an asshole. I was like, dang gummit. When's the last time you saw Keegan's penis?
Oh god, I don't remember honestly.
When's the last time you saw your mom naked?
Never.
Never?
Never happened.
I walked into my parents' room and I was like, can I have the back scratcher? And my mom was just like it was top overhead, so it was just all there. And it was just like, and I was like, and I like sprinted out of the room like in tears, like I fell on the way to my room, and my room is it's my mom's room, it's like and that's my room, and I fell like twice. It's bad.
Bade. Were you high?
No, I was just scared. I was like 12, 13. I wasn't doing hardcore drugs. Like meth.
Can you tell us about the first time you smoked? Do you remember it?
We've talked about this before. We've got high history all the time.
Alright, tell us about high history. Tell us about the highest you were ever when you were with me.
Dude, that's hard. I don't. When I'm the highest ever, I forget it often. I honestly don't remember.
Okay, what about the highest you've ever seen me?
Ooh. When we were at my house and me, you, and Cal were in the attic, your eyes were literally the worst I've ever seen them ever. They were all the way red. And we were in my attic and we were just chilling. I'll tell this whole story.
Alright, yeah.
So you and Travis and Cal came to my house. I had a straight house. My parents are at my aunt's house.
You said it would be straight to like 11. You take this.
I thought it would be straight to at least 10, maybe 11.
Like, we would have to leave 10:30 at the latest. I just served him up a gnarly G.
Oh, Dave. Yep. Yep. Little story.
Okay, tell a story.
Yeah, they came over. We got high as hell in my attic. We came downstairs. I made taquito pizza.
Oh, that was so
It was
good.
the best shit in the goddamn world. We ate the pizza, went back upstairs. He brought a pot full of water so we can do like jeebs.
We were gonna do 2-liter jeebs.
And we together at the beginning of the night we had at least like half.
Oh yeah.
Pretty close. We had a super nug, which was like a 5G nug. It was massive. It was like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, and then I had a G1/2 of White Widow, a G of Perp, and like 2 Gs of Cherry Pie.
I just bought like a cube the other day.
Of like sour diesel.
Yeah,
Just straight up sour diesel.
I had like 5 by then.
Yeah.
And fucking we had a shit ton of nug. And fucking we were upstairs and we were smoking and then the light goes off and we think it's a blackout.
Because we looked outside and everything was dark.
So we start walking towards the fucking to the stairs, like singing and like laughing and having a fantastic time. And Travis is holding the pot and he looks downstairs and I can't see downstairs again. He's like, dude, your mom's right
because the lights turned back on. I remember the lights turned back.
Oh yeah, they turned on.
The lights turned back on, so we were like, "Oh yeah, so let's get out of here." So I like pick everything up. I'm like, "Come on, guys." And I walk over. I look down. Right as I look down, the lights turn off again, and you're like, "Oh shit, the lights are off." But like, I caught the quickest glance of your mom there, but it felt like I had been staring at her for like an hour. But really, I saw her for like a split second. And the lights turn back on again, and we make eye contact. And then I look over and I like run back and I'm like, Cameron, your mom's down there. And then you said,
fuck no. My mom was not, no, that's bullshit.
You were like, stop fucking with me, dude.
And you were like,
and I literally had to say it like 4 times.
And you're like,
and I was just waiting for
right
her.
there.
I was waiting for her to say something.
She didn't say a word.
Yeah, she was just silent.
And you're like, dude, no, your mom right there.
I'm like, dude,
fuck off.
I'm not fucking kidding.
And you're like, dude, seriously. And I'm like, God. And I looked over, and it was dark, and I looked over, and she turned the lights on as soon as I, like, went over the ledge, and I was like, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, and she was like, everyone down now. And I was like, and then I took the pot and I poured it all out. And then I took the bung and poured it all out. But I poured it out on the floor, the fucking ceiling of the attic. So it went through the ceiling. And I'll talk about that a little later. So I ran down the stairs. You and Cal bolted. I didn't even see you when you bolt. Tell that. How did you even bolt? I didn't even see you bolt.
Literally, all my shit was already packed up, like my Jeep and my box with the weed in it.
Mm-hmm.
So like all my shit was packed up and in the bag. I had the bag already around my back, and I already had my jacket on.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was freezing in the attic, because this was like, January. This was during the good old days.
Mm-hmm.
And all Cal had was his gym bag, and I think he was like pretty much done packing up. Like he was just packing up. He had to just put the weed, like the weed was already in the plastic bag. He just had to put it in the gym bag.
Mm-hmm. Remember, he bought Oreos and cookie dough and he left it.
And I just looked at him and I was like, dude, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I was like, run. And so I don't even know how fast he was going or how close he was behind me. I was just like tunnel vision down the stairs. I was like looking down so that I didn't like make eye contact again with your mom. I was like running down the second flight, or the flight down the attic, and I go around. I run down the first flight of stairs. I grab my shoes by the front door. like all in one swift motion. Like it's like a fucking defensive end scooping up a fumble. Like I scoop up my shoes, open the front door, that glass door, and just fucking dead sprint out to my car. And like I don't even put my shoes on.
Good God.
And I just unlock the car, I get in, Cal comes out, I'm like, go to the pool. I slam the door, fucking speed off, and we go to the pool.
Yeah, and then I came downstairs. She was like, "You think I'm fucking stupid?" And I'm like, "I never said that." And she was like, "You think I'm fucking stupid, obviously." I'm like, "I never said that." And she was like, "Obviously you think I'm fucking stupid. You fucking smoke in my attic." And I'm like, "I don't think you're fucking stupid." And she was like, "Fuck you." And then she sent me to my room. And then she saw the water that was leaking through the ceiling, or was in her room. So it came through her ceiling and it like warped it, and it was all wet and nasty. And she was like, "Fucking are you kidding me? Cameron, you're done. You're done forever." And I was like, and she was like, "So done." And she was like, "Phone now." And I was like, "Fuck." And she just like left me in the room, and then I lost my phone for like 2 weeks, and I got it back, and I was like, "Woo!" I'm straight as hell. But they're not. My house isn't going to be straight on Saturday, which is gay.
This Saturday?
No, because my fucking aunt is going to be out of town, like, at a funeral. My aunt, it's kind of rough. My aunt and my uncle, they're not even my real aunt and uncle, but, like, they're family friends.
Yeah.
And they've been family friends for, like, 15 years, so they're really close. And fucking, like, the dad, the uncle, he's, like, everyone has died for him. His dad died, his mom died in like the same 2 weeks. He was like, "Fuck!" And then he was like, "Fuck!" And then his brother was like, "Oops, my hip hurts." And they got searched, and they're like, "We killed him." Like, what? And I was like, "No!" And it was bad. And then his mom has been
way.
His mom has been in the hospital like 4 different times, and now she's in the hospital for like, she can't shit. She's like, "My bowels aren't going anywhere, it just all hurts a lot." And they're like, "Come to the hospital." And she's had to stay there for like a while, and they're like, "Damn it." And fucking just